first one may have more responsibilities.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, he can take over his daddy's company or mommy's company, or the case may be, right?
But he's gonna also, let's assume it's a he,
Yeah,
gonna impact a lot of people.
yeah. He might have an attitude like, this would probably be me. I'm taking my dad's company 6 years. That's a lot of stuff I could do. I'm gonna party my butt off until then. Like, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna do the bare minimum because in 6 years, it's all on me.
Well, if they're set out to get a C, then they get a C. Then.
Yeah, nice. So I know recently, I don't think this when I was coming going to college. How prevalent is like this called the a professor grades, where like students grade you or give you like a Yelp of professors? Is that really?
Oh yeah,
I
or you
mean,
can rate my professors.
yeah, is that really a big deal? Like, do people professors get like hired, fired, raises off that kind of stuff? To me, I think it's kind of unfair if that plays any kind of impact.
Well, first of all, I think there's difference between a research focused professor and a teaching focused professor. For research professors, you have a lot more responsibilities in terms of research. So I don't think is as elastic as teaching. And then second of all, if you think about Yelp reviews, just like any consumer reviews, you usually get extreme.
Yeah.
So people will reasonably see, okay, of course, it's the angry people all the time, and only angry. A lot of times, only angry people would review. So compared to across all the other professors, or compared to your previous teaching, did you mess up? But if it's just people are angry, oh, I should have get a higher grade. People complain all the time.
Yeah. So, what's your personal professional goal with your first class? Is it to like make sure everyone graduates? Is like to be the best like professor in the history of UW? Is it like Is it like what's your goal?
uh, well, so I think for me personally, I just want to help the students with my experience and my knowledge in terms of their future. Because I know sometimes, at least when I was in school, a couple, one or two professors can really make a difference. They can help you out with something you don't know, or really point you or show you something that you had no idea of. So for me, a success would just be, maybe 10, 20 years later, somebody will come back and be like, your class actually helped me in this, or even the smallest things.
So, what's your definition of knowledge?
That is a very big question. Well, so far in academia, the definition of knowledge is we call it APUB, which is a top tier publication journals. So if you can publish in those top journals, you're peer reviewed, people accept it, and you present it, and that's considered the best knowledge, right? That's what counts for our career. So I think, but a lot of people realize that failures should also count, because we have way more failures than success.
So, why should someone pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to go to college when they get all information on YouTube University?
Yeah. So I've been thinking about that question too, because as we're seeing that a lot of AIs are taking over a lot of. Um, we continue?
Yeah, yeah, keep on
Okay.
going.
So sure. Um, I think a lot of times the people, so the professors, the people around you, the companies that have relationships with the university, that's something that YouTube cannot provide. So a lot of skills, especially coding here in Seattle, coders don't need a college degree. Coders can start in their mom's basement and become the best coder in the world. They can do a lot of self-learning, but going to college is more this holistic view, how to think about a question, logically. How do you not get tricked by all these different companies or those campaigns out there? How do you protect your brain? And how do you become a rational thinker? And how do you interact with people around you? So I think that will not go